Ikut aja. Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning. So today we will have a practical class for the midterm presentation assignment that you have worked on a few days back. Now let's just start with uh, the first one. 1 second. Let's start with Asta Alina. Asta, you there? Hello, Asta. Okay, then let's move on to the next one for a bit. Uh, How about Baron Abraham? Baron Abraham? Why are you not responding? Hello. Okay, then how about Zaki Yudin from BOA?
Excuse me, is that you? Can you hear me?
Yes, okay. If I was too small. Zaki Yudin from BOA, please present your exam, midterm exam, sorry.
Permisi Kak, suaranya agak redup tadi, suaranya tidak terlalu jelas kedengaran.
Oh, I see. Zaki Yudin from BOA. Hmm, Zaki Yudin. Zaki Yudin, please. Masih kecil tak? Wait, let me just 1 second. Hello, my voice clear now.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good now.
okay. Please, Zaki Yudin, present your midterm exam.
Wait, wait.
Okay.
Ini presentasi tuh, Kak?
Iya.
Oke. Ini di share screen.
Iya.
Oke.
Silakan.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will show up the how an airline cockpit works. And firstly is a flight text layout. The flight text, also known as the cockpit, is the command center of the aircraft where pilot operate and control the airplane. It's designed for optimal functionality and accessibility and ensuring efficient communication and operation throughout the flight. Here is the title overview of this. It's like the flight deck like this on the picture, and the picture is a overhead panel, throttle quadrant, and center pedestal. Okay, flight text layout. There are several contents of the flight deck layouts here. And firstly is pilot seats. Pilot seat have two type namely. And first is pilot flying or PF for flying the aircraft. And secondly is a pilot monitoring or PM for monitoring the navigation or radio for the aircraft. And secondly is a overhead panel. Overhead panel position above the pilot heads. The overhead panel contains switches, knobs, and control for various aircraft systems, such as lighting, pressurization, fuel management, and electrical system. And thirdly is a throttle quadrant, uh, located between and the pilot seat. The throttle quadrant houses the throttle levers, switch control, engine thrust. It might also include control for engine ignition, fuel mixture, and propeller pitch in certain aircraft configuration. And number four is a center pedestal. They're located between the pilot seat. The center pedestal has additional control for systems like autopilot, radio communication, navigation, and flight management. The next is a navigation instrument. The navigation instruments are vital tools for pilot to accurately navigate in the aircraft through various airspace and terrain conditions. They provide essential information about the aircraft position, route, and surrounding environment. Here are closer to its navigation. Okay. Navigation instrument. There are several contents of the navigation instrument here. Firstly is a waypoint for represent specific geographic location or navigational points along the flight route. And secondly is airways, the depict designated corridors, the airspace system that aircraft follow to navigate between waypoints. And thirdly is airport. Display the location and essential information of airports along the flight route, including runway, layouts, aircraft approach procedure, and service available. The navigation will programmed on the FMC. And what is FMC? The FMC is a flight management computer, is a computer system that uses a large database to allow routes to be programmed and fit into the system by means of data loader. The system is constantly updated with aircraft position by reference to available navigation aids. And next is emergency system. Emergency system are crucial for ensuring the safety and survival of passenger and crew during enforcement situation. Especially for the cockpit, the system are designed to mitigate threats and facilitate timely responses to emergency. Here are close talk at vital emergency system. Emergency oxygen mask. Emergency oxygen mask functionality. Emergency masks are stored in the compartment above its passenger seat in the cockpit. They are designed to deploy automatically or manually in the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure depressurization. Deployment when the aircraft cabin altitude exceeds a certain threshold due to depressurization. The oxygen masks are automatically released from their storage compartments. And usage, passenger and crew are introducible the oxygen mask towards them to start to follow oxygen and place it over the nose and mouth. Oxygen is supplied for portable oxygen generator or chemical oxygen generator stored within the max assembly. Importance. In the event depressurization at high altitudes, the availability of supplemental oxygen is essential to prevent hypoxia or oxygen deprivation and ensure the safety and well-being of occupants until the aircraft can descend and lower altitude. That's it. Thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you, Zaki. Okay, next one. How about Alia Mosquito Dehan?
Halo,
Aulian, are you there?
halo. Wait.
Okay,
Sinyalnya jelek mas. Bentar. Kalau gini suaranya ada gak mas?
kenapa?
Suaranya ada tak?
Ada.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning everyone. Thank you for opportunity given. My name is Saulian Waskito Dehan and I will share my presentation about the flood. Okay, so the first one, the flood. How can this happen? Do you know what a flood is? Floods are natural or man-made disasters that occur when water overflows from rivers and covers areas that are usually dry. And then water drainage the place. Rivers are permanent or semi-permanent water flows that flow through natural channels on the Earth's surface. Rivers are usually formed from rainwater, snow, or spring water that flows toward a lower level. Rivers have certain characteristics such as estuaries, streams, river valley, and various types of flora and fauna in the life around them. Okay, so this is a natural disaster flood. And then number one is high rainfall. High rainfall is can cause flooding because water reservoirs cannot accommodate all the water that falls. And then second is tide. Sea tides can cause flooding in coastal areas due to the gravitational pull of the moon and sun, change in the Earth's orbit and moon cycles, flat coastal topography, tropical storms, and inappropriate coastal development. When sea tides reach high levels, seawater can overflow onto land, causing coastal flooding with devastating impacts on property and the safety of residents. Mitigation includes coastal protection, infrastructure regulation of development in coastal areas, and then effective emergency response planning. And the next is sedimentation in estuaries. Sedimentation at river mouths can cause flooding because the process of deposition of sedimentary material, much as mud, sand, and rock, can cause narrowing of river channels and change in water flow. And the next is flooding due to human activities. And then first is the deforestation. Deforestation can reduce the soil's ability to absorb rainwater, increase surface water runoff, and result in flooding. Forests also function as natural barriers that can prevent soil erosion and slow the flow of water. And then secondly is improper drainage. A poor or blocked drainage system can prevent rainwater from flowing properly, causing waterlogging and flooding in urban or rural areas. The last is improper waste disposal. Improper disposal of industrial or domestic waste can clog drainage channel or river, slow down water flow, and increase the risk of flooding due to inundation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next, how to prevent flooding. Completely preventing flooding might be
Dehan, that's enough.
difficult.
That's enough.
What?
Udah cukup.
Cukup.
Oke.
Oke. Gimana ini?
Alex coy. Astagfirullah.
Okay, so the next one is Hapsari Nur Aini.
Yes.
Please present.
Okay, I will flood that hit the Surabaya city.
Maaf,
First,
sorry,
yes.
mungkin maaf potong ya. Mungkin kameranya bisa diganti dulu.
Oh yeah.
Nah, ya sip.
Okay.
Silakan lanjut.
First is cause of flood. Surabaya, situated on the northeastern coast of Java, experienced frequent flooding during the rainy season, while natural factors such as heavy rainfall and tidal surges contribute to flooding. The city grapples with the man-made problem exacerbating this issue, the inadequate management of garbage. The primary primary cause of flooding in Surabaya due to garbage accumulation lies in the city inefficient waste management system and societal behavior. Repeated urbanization, coupled with population growth and changing consumption pattern, has led to an exponential increase in the volume of waste generated by Surabaya's residents. Consequence of flooding. The consequences of flooding are multifaceted. Firstly, there is damage to property and infrastructure, including home, road, and public utilities. Floodwaters can also carry contaminants from the garbage, causing health risks to residents. Additionally, the disruption caused by flooding affect livelihoods, transportation, and overall quality of life for Surabaya's residents. Challenge is mitigation. Addressing the issue of flooding caused by garbage pile-off present several challenges. These include the need for comprehensive waste management policies, infrastructure improvement, public awareness campaign, and community involvement. Surabaya local governments face the task of implementing sustainable solutions while grappling with limited resources and competing priorities. Potential solution, effective waste management strategies as crucial to mitigating flooding in Surabaya. This involve a combination of waste reduction, recycling initiative, and proper waste disposal facilities, regular cleaning of waterways. Furthermore, educating the public about the importance of responsible waste disposal and environmental stewardship is essential for long-term success. The conclusion is the flood that plagued Surabaya due to garbage pile-up blocking waterways represent a complex and pressing environmental challenge. Addressing this issue requires concerted effort from government authorities, community organizations, business, and residents alike. By implementing sustainable waste management practice and foresting a culture of environmental responsibility, Surabaya can mitigate the impact of flood and build resilience against future environmental threats. That's all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next one. Raihan Natsmi Javia.
Halo,
Hai.
sebentar ganti ke laptop baru bisa nyala laptopnya.
Oke.
Tes.
Yes.
Kedengaran?
Ya, silakan.
Sudah kelihatan ini.
Sudah, silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will present about how Aurora Borealis forms.
Maaf, Raihan, mungkin bisa dinyalakan dulu kameranya.
Oh ya,
Silakan.
Tuh. Oke, udah kelihatan?
Kelihatan.
Okay. Before we going to how is it formed, let's let let's know about what is aurora borealis. The aurora borealis, often referred to as the northern lights. It is a natural phenomenon characterized by the appearance of colorful lights in the sky, typically observed in regions near the Earth's North Pole. It occurs when charged particles from the sun, primarily electrons, protons, collide with gases in the Earth's atmosphere. These particles are carried to Earth by solar winds. Okay. So the first is the solar activity. The formation of aurora borealis begins with highly energetic events on the sun's surface, such as solar flares or coronal mass ejections. These events release charged particles, primarily electrons and protons, into space in a stream known as solar wind. Then, as the solar wind travels through the solar system, it eventually encounters the Earth's magnetic field, also known as the magnetosphere. The Earth's magnetic field acts as a protective shield, deflecting most of the charged particles away from the planet's surface. However, near the Earth's magnetic poles, particularly the North Pole, the magnetic field lines are more inclined toward the Earth's surface, allowing some of the charged particles to penetrate the magnetosphere and enter the Earth's upper atmosphere. Once inside the Earth's atmosphere, the charged particles from the solar wind interact with gas molecules, primarily oxygen and nitrogen, in the upper atmosphere. This interaction occurs at altitudes ranging from about 80 to 300 kilometers above the Earth's surface. When the charged particles collide with the gas molecules in the Earth's atmosphere, they transfer energy to these atoms and molecules, causing them to become excited. This excitation process elevates the energy levels of the atoms and molecules temporarily. As the excited atoms and molecules in the atmosphere return to their normal energy states, they release the excess energy in the form of light. This emission of light produces the colorful display that we observe as the aurora borealis. Oxygen atoms typically emit green and red light, while nitrogen atoms emit blue and purple light, resulting in the characteristic use of the northern light. Thank you. And that's how aurora borealis forms.
Okay, thank you, Javier. Okay, and then next one, how about Baron Abraham?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
I will share my presentation. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to present about the process of tornado formation. What is a tornado? Tornado is a rapidly rotating column of air that extends from a thunderstorm to the ground. It appears as a funnel-shaped cloud, often with intense winds swirling around it. Tornadoes are capable of causing significant destruction to buildings, trees, and other structures in their path, making them one of nature's most powerful and destructive phenomena. So this is the process of tornado formation. Firstly, step one, even one atmosphere condition. Tornado formation begin when warm, moist air meet cold, dry air, creating instability in the atmosphere. Step two, thunderstorm development. The instability triggers the development of thunderstorm, characterized by strong up- updraft of warm air. Step three, wind shear. Within this thunderstorm, wind shear causes horizontal rotation of air, initiating the formation of a rotating updraft. Step four, supercell formation. In certain conditions, thunderstorm may evolve into a supercell, which is a large, long-lived, and rotating thunderstorm. And the last step is tornadogenesis. With the supercell, the rotating updraft intensive, forming a mesocyclone, a rotating column of air. When the mesocyclone descends and tightness, it creates a funnel cloud, which become a tornado when it reaches the ground. So this is when a tornado approaches. Here are the safety steps to take. Firstly, stay away from window and glass door. Move to the innermost part of the building, such as a kitchen or bedroom without window. Secondly, bring safety gear like helmets, sturdy shoes, and tight blanket to protect yourself from flying debris. And the last one is once in the shelter, crouch low to the ground and protect your head and neck with your hand. If possible, use heavy object as anchor or shield yourself with item like mattress or tables. The reason I choose this topic, I choose to explore tornado out of fascination for extreme weather phenomena. Despite not living in an area prone to them, I see the importance of understanding how tornadoes form and their impact on the environment. Additionally, I believe this knowledge can be valuable for education other about the dangers of extreme weather and how to stay safe. Through my research, I aim to contribute to a disaster preparedness and raise awareness about the risks of tornado. Thank you.
Okay,
That's
thank you. Okay, so next is Francesca DL. Hello, Francesca.
Halo,
Oke, silakan bisa publikasi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. wabarakatuh. Thank you for your time. I will present about tsunami. Wait.
Okay.
Sorry, Francisca, bisa dibuka dulu ya kameranya? Halo?
Ya.
Oke.
Reason. I choose to provide information about tsunami because it is a relevant and important topic to understand. Tsunami is a natural disaster that can have a very destructive impact on human life and property in coastal area. Understanding the cause, consequence, and steps taken by government to respond to tsunami is important to raise awareness of this danger and help protect vulnerable communities against the threat of future tsunami. Conclusion. A tsunami is a large ocean wave phenomenon caused by a sudden disturbance on the sea floor, such as an earthquake, volcanic eruption, or underwater landslide. Tsunami can cause loss of life, property damage, economic loss, and significant environmental impact when they reach the coast. The government and various parties are involved in prevention and mitigation effort by implementing early warning system, risk mapping, public education, and building emergency response infrastructure. Although the number of tsunami victims varies depending on various factors. A good response and effective preventative measure can help reduce its impact. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Francisca. Next one is Muhammad Yoga Prasetya. Ya, kamu masih unmute.
Okay. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Ya, bisa.
Okay. I can share my screen because I use Linux Ubuntu. I can install Zoom, so I can share my screen. Mister,
Okay.
How about I will use camera?
Okay, that's so fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
Wait a minute, sir. Okay. In my topic and one content, number one, understanding the cybersecurity. Then I will explain three K. Number one, understanding cybersecurity. Two, key threats in digital landscape. Number three, effective strategy for cyber defense. Okay, section one, understanding cybersecurity. Okay, now, what is cybersecurity? I will explain in number one. Definition: cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting system, network, and program from digital attacks. It encompasses a range of technology, process, and practices designed to defend against unauthorized access, exploitation, or damage to information system. Okay, we will change to point two. Nah, point two have importance of cybersecurity. Our reliance on technology has made us vulnerable to cyber threats, which can lead to data breaches, financial loss, identity theft, and even disruption of essential services. The interconnected nature of cyberspace means that a breach one system can have a far-reaching consequences. Okay, we will move on point three. Point three is scope of cybersecurity. It's not just about protecting the computer, but also mobile device, network, cloud service, and critical infrastructure. Okay, next, fundamental of cyber defense. Point one, multi-layered approach. Cyber defense involves a multi-layered approach to security, encompassing measures such as firewall, encryption, access control, and regular security audit. This comprehensive strategy aims to mitigate the risk of cyber attacks and data breaches. Next, we have threat landscape. Understanding the evolving threat landscape is essential for effective cyber defense. It involves identifying potential vulnerability, assessing risk, and implementing proactive measures to counter emerging threats. And lastly, we have cybersecurity technology. The implementation of advanced technology such as AI, machine learning, and behavioral analytics plays a crucial role in strengthening cyber defense capability. Okay, cybersecurity best practice. And number one, we get employee training, educational employee training about cybersecurity best practice of critical for creating a culture of security awareness within organization. Next, number two, incident response. Establishing robust incident response protocol enables organization to effectively mitigate the impact of cyber incidents. Okay. Next, number three, regulatory compliance. Adhering to regulatory compliance frameworks such as GDPR, HCPAA, and PCI DSS is essential of ensuring data protection and privacy. Okay, lastly, in cyber convention and leadership. Leadership commitment, effectively cybersecurity governance requires strong leadership commitment to prioritize cybersecurity initiatives, allocated resource, and foster a culture of security awareness. Risk management, cybersecurity policy. Okay, that's done. Thanks, sir.
Okay. The next one. Sultan Hafid Afaluddin. Halo, Sultan Hafid.
Ya,
Akan bisa presentasi.
oke. Wait, Kak.
Oke.
Apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, hello. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Sultan Hafid Awaluddin. I'm from SMK Raden Umar Said Kudus, majoring in animation. How can climate change happen? In the stillness of the night, the wind slowly blew through the trees. The beautiful sky is filled with sparkling stars. However, behind this beauty, a big change is taking place. These changes do not only concern daily or seasonal weather, but also weather patterns globally. This is what we know as climate change. Let's explore what causes climate change, its impact, and the steps we can take to overcome this challenge. First, what is climate and climate change? The climate is the average weather, which is also a marker of the condition of the atmosphere in a certain period of time. Climate is also defined as a measure of the variability of the relevant quantities and average of a particular variable, namely rainfall, temperature, or wind in a certain period. So we can explain climate change as climate change is when the Earth's usual climate starts to change. It's like the Earth is getting a little bit warmer. It happens because of something called the greenhouse effect. And climate change is also known as global warming phenomenon. Wait Kak, laptop saya lowbat. Bentar ya Kak, maaf. Yeah. Climate change is also known as global warming phenomenon, where there is an increase in greenhouse gas in the atmosphere.
Okay, that's
Why
enough.
climate change happens?
Okay, that's enough.
Greenhouse gas are phenomenon in which certain gas in Earth's atmosphere act like a blanket that traps heat on the planet's surface.
Hafid sudah cukup.
Oh iya, terima kasih ya.
Next, Asril Dwi Putra.
Ya Kak, masih benerin dulu.
Oke.
Mana? The agile development of the Wi-Fi business lintas data prima. Ada tuh. In the baking Wi-Fi business, there are small business in my area. Improve Wi-Fi service for guests and restaurant and around me are in the beginning. The challenge were quite big to intense search competition and limited resource hardware with static kitty and information. Kemudian my business backs to show promotion sick on of the important in steps in the development of Wi-Fi business is to focus in crash to development in the latest hardware and software to improve the quality of the Wi-Fi service after the providing fast and stability connection customers from certificate and start recommending my service to other. Apart from that, also the potential in Wi-Fi service in public place that area not yet covered by other service provider explore my Wi-Fi network. GT Park shopping center and other public area. The public area this help increase my brand visibility and attracts more customer. Not only that, I'm also activist in collaborating and with other local business if other blue the packs to cave so owners to including me Wi-Fi service as part of the packs to customer. This provides double benefits as not only to get more cost to but also local business enter their asphalt visitor.
Okay, that's enough.
Masih ada Kak sebentar.
It's okay, no. Terima kasih.
Iya.
Next, Zasvia Claudio.
Iya, bentar.
Yes, income. Oke.
Kelihatan enggak? Apa kelihatan itu layar share screen? Mungkin.
Belum kasih.
Okay. So this is the Aceh tsunami in 2004. On the exact Sunday morning of December 26, 2004 at 7:50 a.m. Western Indonesian time.
Sorry, Zasvia, the presentation is not presenting. We cannot see it.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay.
Oh, enggak, share linknya aja.
Oh, bentar. Share link.
Iya.
Oke. Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The Aceh tsunami in 2004 on the exact Sunday morning of December 26, 2004 at 7:50 a.m. Western Indonesian time, a massive tragedy struck Indonesia. A devastating earthquake triggered by the interaction between the Indonesia, Australia, and Eurasia tectonic plates, with the epicenter located approximately 157 kilometers west of Meulaboh City, Aceh, and at a depth of 30 kilometers. This earthquake had a magnitude reaching 9.3, making it one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded in history. The primary cause of this earthquake was the interaction between tectonic plates in the region along the west coast of Sumatra. The Indo-Australian tectonic plates moved northward and subducted beneath the Eurasian plate. This process, known as subduction, involved the Indo-Australian plate thrusting into the Eurasian continental crust. When the accumulated stress in the subduction zone is suddenly released, a large earthquake occurs. However, it wasn't just the earthquake that caused destruction, with the tsunami waves surging from the Indian Ocean after the earthquake. Adding to the tragedy, Countries around the Indian Ocean, such as Sri Lanka, Thailand, and India, also felt its impact. However, Aceh was one of the areas hardest hit. People along the coast of Aceh witnessed a terrifying natural phenomenon where the sea suddenly receded and the coastline retreated by hundreds of meters. However, in an instant, the situation turned terrifying with the emergence of tsunami waves hitting the west coast of Sumatra and the small island nearby. These waves reached heights of up to 30 meters and speed of up to 800 kilometers per hour, destroying almost all buildings on the west coast of Aceh province. The
It doesn't
impact.
make sense.
Okay.
Thank you. Next is Dava Mardika. Dava Mardika.
Iya Kak.
Oke.
Ini aku nggak buat PPT, cuma teks biasa, gimana Kak?
Oke. Nggak apa.
Nggak apa-apa.
Just share screen aja.
Teksnya tak taruh di WA ya Kak. Ini secara share screen gimana?
Oke.
Boleh langsung apa?
Gimana Oke. Oke.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to present about the decline in sales of Yantarata. First of all, my name is Dava Martika Biantara. I'm 18 years old. I study at SMK Islam Jepara, majoring in Sharia banking. Okay, let's go straight to the initial topic of decline in sales of Biantara. Previously, why I chose the topic of decline in sales is because this is a real problem that I face my business, more specifically my parents. Before I want to explain the cause and impact of this decline in sales and find solutions to overcome this problem so that sales can increase again. Okay, first I want to explain the cause of the decline in sales of Yantarate. There are several factors that are causing the decline in sales of Yantarate, such as first, increase in competitor. In the last few months, many familiarity drink products have appeared on every street, giving consumer many choice in purchasing this drink. This is what makes consumers switch to other products that are closer to where they live. Secondly, scarcity of sugar and crystal ice cup. Due to the supply crisis of granulated sugar and crystal ice cup on the market due to many brands selling drink in one area, I was forced to buy retail sugar and block ice cup which were of lower quality. This affect the taste and quality of the drink, which become less sweet and fresh. Start beginning of the rainy season. Due to the cold and with winter, consumers tend to prefer warm drink over cold drink. Apart from that, the rainy season also reduce the number of visitors who come to this business. So what is the impact of the cleaning sales of Yantarate? The decline in sales of Yantarate currently has a negative impact on this business. For example, first, a decrease in turnover and profit. Due to the decline in sales, Yantarate earned less income than before. This also means we get smaller profit or even bigger loss. Secondly, decreasing customer loyalty because the quality of this.
Udah cukup.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oke, Kak. Terima kasih.
Next one. Andra Muhammad Akbar.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
So I'm gonna start right now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. I hope you all are having a very good morning right now. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Andra Muhammad Akbar. I am from Teknologi University Bondo. And in this occasion, I will be explaining the process. I have actually explained the process, took it in video form. The topic being how did we overcome COVID, or how did we beat COVID exactly, like how what process. I'm gonna explain later. So basically, what we did was just like explaining, and what I did in the video was just explaining the process, like the steps and everything that I took, and my country took, and nations around the globe took in order to mitigate COVID's effect. So that's just opening. I'm going to delve on each and every point that I'll be discussing, and it's about the main things that you should ask in a certain topic. So there's the what, the where, the when, the who, the why, and the how. The 5 H's and 1 W. 1 H, so to speak. Starting off with the first thing being the what. What is the video that I made about? The video I made about in the beginning, as I said, is how we overcame COVID, the process of how we as a humanity overcame a disease that lasted for about 2.5 years, or even nearly 3 years at this point, that has taken countless lives, and also is one of the biggest pandemic that has occurred in the last years, and maybe even century in a whole. Like the last one being like the Black Plague in like the 1920s. So I just talk about like my experiences in how the government dealt it, and also a lot of people who are knowledgeable in the field. Like I have a couple of friends whose parents are doctors. I asked them like how did they manage it, and how is it like really difficult, and just how each and every single person or community dealt with COVID and how we ended up being successful. That's the what about the video. Next is the where. Where did I get my research? Again, I actually did a lot of searching on Google. I found a lot of websites. I just looked on videos primarily on YouTube. There's like a lot of videos on how it's impacted on or how we have processed or we have progressed from there. I also asked other people. I asked my parents. I asked a lot of family members and friends, like a lot of steps. For example, I asked my friends who are students. A lot of them answered like distant learning. I asked doctors, and they answered with medicinal care like vaccine, and I asked a lot of other sources too. And then it's the when. I finished making the video actually, like, I believe yesterday. It was in the afternoon. Um, the video itself wasn't really that difficult. I just talked like for about 16 minutes or so. I just talked to the camera. I didn't really prep a lot of stuff beforehand. I just like make sure I had my notes up, and I make sure that the points that I want to get across the video was spoken. Basically, I just like have a discussion. Like I discussed from point A to point B, like the progress from the beginning of the pandemic, from the initial lockdown in Wuhan, and how it spread, and how we mitigated that spread, and also how we progressed our lives as the disease started declining. And the next one is the who.
Okay, that's
Who
enough.
was involved in the situation? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next is Altira Khawibawa. Altira Khawibawa.
I'm sorry, nggak bisa nyalain kamera soalnya lagi ada kesalahan teknis.
It's okay. Just a screen.
So I'm really sorry that I have not made the PowerPoint presentation yet, but I can just presentate my video discussion right now. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay. Go ahead.
All right. So my topic was about social media impact on culture. So the reason I chose this topic is because everyone, of course, has used social media. Pretty much we use social media almost, if not every day, for work, for school, or, just to waste time. But we never really considered on how much social media is impacting or changing our life, the way it subconsciously changed the way we act or the way we talk with others. So I decided to do my research on how social media has become an integral part of our daily life and how it can affect our cultures.
Zero.
Yes, that is all.
Thank you. So next is Ingar Dwi.
Mari iki dikakno ya lampune. Dikakno lampune.
Okay, my material about how does a volcano eruption. Next, in addition, volcanoes are the result of geological activities occurring with the Earth, with occurring within the Earth. They form when magma from within the Earth meteorites to the surface or crack in the Earth's crust. This process not only produces amazing geological shapes but also shapes and changes the structure of the Earth as a whole. Volcanoes can have a significant impact on human from the threat of eruption to their influence on the global climate. Therefore, understanding them is important for vigilance and risk mitigation. In the context of climate change and environmental vulnerability, an understanding of volcanic activity can provide valuable insight into how to address to environmental change. Benefit: knowing how volcanic eruption has some significant benefits, including one, disaster risk mitigation. Understanding the mechanism and pattern of volcanic eruption allows scientists and disaster experts to develop better prediction models. This can help in disaster risk mitigation planning, including the development of evacuation plans, danger zones, and protection infrastructure. 2. Community protection. Knowledge of how volcanic eruption affect the surrounding environment can be used to protect communities living in vulnerable areas. This includes public education on danger signs, construction of protection structures such as lava dams, and improved understanding of emergency evacuation. 3. Improved scientific understanding. The study of volcanic eruption provides valuable insight into geological processes and air dynamics. This information can be used to enrich our scientific understanding of the operation of the Earth and the geology of other planets. For natural research development, also volcanic eruption are often considered natural disasters. They also play an so thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next. Sekolah Haria Prayoga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rizkula Arya Prayoga. I will explain my material. Introduction. The Sidoarjo mud flood or Lapindo mud is an event where hot mud erupted at the Lapindo Brantas in trailing site in Balong Nongo Hamlet, Reno Kenongo Village, Porong District, Sidoarjo Regency, East Java. Since May 29, 2006, hot mud flows over the past few months have caused flooding of residential, agricultural, and industrial areas in 3 surrounding sub-districts, as well as affecting activity in East Java. Spray location. The location of this mud flow is in Porong, a sub-district in the southern part of Sidoarjo Regency, about 12 kilometers south the city, Sidoarjo. This district borders Gempol district, Pasuruan Regency to the south. The location of the mud flow is a residential area and the surrounding area is one of the main industrial areas in East Java. Not far from the location of the explosion area, the Surabaya Gempol, Toll Road, the Surabaya Malang and Surabaya Pasuruan Banyuwangi highways, as well as the Surabaya Malang and Surabaya Banyuwangi S-Bond Railways lines Indonesia. Cause of lumpur spray. The Lapindo mud flow occurred toward negligence or carelessness on the part of the PT Lapindo Brantas Company, where they drilled into the ground so deep that they hit underground gas, which caused the natural disaster to occur. Spot impact. The impact of
Okay, that's enough. Thank
ya,
you.
ya Kak. Spot impact. The impact of the. Oh cukup. Oke Kak.
Thank you. Astarin.
Iya, sebentar, Kak.
Oke.
Permisi, Kak, apa udah muncul ya gambarnya?
Udah, silakan.
Oke, thank you. Here, here are some reasons why Newton. There are some reasons why I chose the theme of the text on Storm as has many factory and benefit normally. First reason, because hurricanes are natural phenomena that affects many aspects of human life. Studying hurricanes help us to understand their impact on the environment, influencer, and economy and society. Second reason in at nations storms are often related to climate change and its impact on the environment. Closing is them can raise awareness of the importance of protection the environment and responding to climate change. Third reason, inheritance can have a detrimental impact on the safety and well-being of community, including property damage, injury, and even loss of life. Discuss readiness can help in increasing awareness and preparation for natural disaster. Benefit of learning about storm. One, increasing increasing preparedness by understanding how to handle a weakness, but individual and as a community, we can improve our prepare for natural disaster. This include knowing the step to take before, during, and after a storm to manage risks and losses. 2. Community safety. Knowledge of how to handle a hurricane can save life. Knowing how to listen to earth warning, secure property, and avoid hazards during a storm can help reduce
injury, and loss of life. And last, property protection by understanding property operation and safety measure we can protect property from damage caused by storm. This includes installing window covering, tying down potential flying item and string them, building structure and
Udah cukup.
yeah.
Thank you.
Brightness are among the most powerful.
Cukup, Asta.
Oh, cukup. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Nabila Ramadhani.
Maaf Kak, bisa on cam.
Okay.
Colors of the sky. How exactly can the sky have so many beautiful colors? What causes the sky to have so many colors? Understanding sky colors. The colors of the sky are primarily influenced by the scattering of sunlight by molecules and particles in the Earth's atmosphere, known as Rayleigh scattering. Different times of the day exhibit different predominant colors due to vibrations in the scattering process. History. Early observations. Throughout history, philosophers and scientists puzzled over the colors of the sky. They observed that the sky appeared blue during the day and exhibited vibrant hues during sunrise and sunset, but lacked in comprehensive understanding of the underlying mechanism. Isaac Newton. In the 17th century, Isaac Newton conducted experiments with prisms demonstrating that white light could be separated into its component colors. While Newton's work laid the foundation for understanding light and color, it did not directly explain the colors of the sky. Lord Rayleigh. In the 19th century, physics Lord Rayleigh conducted experiments and theoretical analysis to investigate the blue color of the sky. He proposed the theory of Rayleigh scattering, which explained how shorter wavelengths of light, such as blue and violet, are scattered more easily by air molecules, leading to the blue appearance of the sky.
Oke, udah cukup. Thank you. Next. Andi Rahmat.
Okay, what? Okay. Sorry, can you see my presentation, sir? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you see my presentation? So, sudah kelihatan kah, Kak?
Yeah. Go ahead. You can continue. You can see it.
Okay, introduce myself. My name is Andi Rahmat. I'm from Vocation High School 1 Surabaya. In this fact, the process the process of rainbow formation. On this occasion, I will tell you about the process of forming a rainbow. The process of rainbow formation, like water, drop, and spectrum of colors in the rotation of rainbow, is a captivating natural phenomena that occurs after rain when sunlight breaks white light into a spectrum of color. In this video, we will explore the process that causes a rainbow to form, starting from sunlight to the reflection in raindrops. Next, sunlight and water reflect the process of a rainbow begins as a sunlight. The source of light illuminates water drops in the air. These drops act as natural films that reflect sunlight, break it down into various colors. The more water drops there are in the air, the clearer the rainbow forms. Firstly, reflection of light as sunlight under the water drops. In underground reflection, occurs as light changes direction when passing through the interface between air and water inside the drop. Its color in white light has different wavelengths, causing the light to be reflected at different angles and separating the spectrum of color. Next, formation of the spectrum of color. The next step is the formation of the spectrum of color in the rainbow. The color appear in distinct order, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
Oke, udah cukup.
Oke, thanks, Mr. Assalamualaikum.
Oke. Terakhir. Irshandi. Irshandi Afzal. Oke. Silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Control the absorption where are close. Meaning of flood. Flood is a natural event in which water overflow and covers normally dry land. It can be caused by various factors such as river overflow, acted, or a combination of these factors. Flood can occur suddenly or develop gradually, often resulting in infrastructure and environment. The impact of flood include urban inundation, damage to building and road, loss of crops and livestock, as well as health hazards such as waterborne disease. Flood can occur on various scales, ranging from small local flood to large-scale flood that extend over vast areas and have significant impacts. A brief history of the Jakarta flood. A brief history of flooding in Jakarta span centuries. Some key points include: 1. In Dutch colonial era. Since the Dutch colonial era, flooding has been a significant issue in Jakarta,
At the time, Jakarta landscape featured numerous swells and rivers, making it prone to flood due to inadequate drain system. 20 years century as the population grew, and urban development accelerated, flooding in Jakarta became more severe in 1918. A major flood caused significant damage to the city population and infrastructure. Modern era in the 21 century,
Udah
Jakarta
cukup.
flood worsened.
Okay, thank you, Irsan. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending today's meeting. For those who have not presented yet, there will be more chances in the next meeting. So thank you for all who attend today. Don't forget to take the assignment. Goodbye. Good evening to everyone.